Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to talk about how I got this look. It's quite a simple look, quite, apart from the eyes that is. I just wanted to try some different with this palette I'm using at the moment, but more about that later. Now I've had this Rimmel BB Cream Matte 9-in-1 Skin Perfecting Super Makeup for such a long time, guys, and I wanted to check it out and just see if it does work. So I've been using it the last few days. I've not actually been keeping an eye on wear time, but I'm going to do that today and probably come back later on this evening or tomorrow and let you know my thoughts on it. But this is what it claims to do. It says it's a 9-in-1 Skin Perfecting Super Makeup with natural matte finish. It's definitely got a matte finish, so I can say that. It's oil free. It minimises the appearance of pores. Let's just have a look, because I do have quite big pores, so let me just have a look at that. Yeah, normally my pores around here are super big, and they don't look as big as normal, and on my nose as well, so that's good for that. That was number one. Number two, even skin tone. It definitely evens the skin tone out. I do suffer with a little bit of redness, not too much, but a little bit, and it does even the skin tone out. It mattifies, yeah. It's, as it says, it's a matte foundation, so it should mattify your actual face. It controls shine all day. Well, I don't know about that. I have only had it on for a few hours, so I'll come back and just let you know what my thoughts are on it. It smooths. Yeah, I would say it does. It soothes, conceals dark circles. It definitely conceals dark circles. I have dark circles mainly because I'm tired. I don't really sleep too good. I've got quite bad insomnia, so that keeps me awake. But it does this with this foundation or BB cream. It does get rid of those dark circles. I have used a concealer today, the True Match one, which I'm really loving so far. I use that once I'd used this. And just put that over top of the actual BB cream, and they really look good together. So I would definitely say that it helps with the dark circles, helps prevent blemishes. Well, I don't know if it helps prevent blemishes. I don't get that many blemishes anyway, so I don't know if that's true. Gives all day coverage. That is yet to be found out, so just keep an eye out for my overall thoughts on this. If they're not done tonight, I will let you know what I think of it in the next couple of days. Sorry about that. I had to go and get something from my makeup drawer as I'd left it out. I just realised halfway through filming that I didn't add this, and I obviously use this for my under eye circles to help with that, and obviously brighten. So it's the True Match Super Blendable Perfecting Concealer. So that just looks like that, and to be honest, I'd forgotten I even had this one. So I've been using this last few days as well with the BB cream, and they really work well together. I'm really loving it. So it just comes like that in a doe foot like that, like all the concealers do. Now this to me looks very similar to the Urban Decay one, except obviously this one is much cheaper. I was actually debating whether to get the Urban Decay one, but when I actually swatched it in Debenhams, a few days later I saw this one in my collection, and I remembered they were similar colours, so I'm not going to get it now. I'm just going to stick with this one, and if I like it I'll probably repurchase this one. Then once I'd done that, I got my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Micro Powder in one fur. Now, to be honest, I don't really notice any difference to my Rimmel powder. I know Rimmel is a holy grail for most YouTubers on here, but this one obviously is more finely milled, but I've gone through this a hell of a lot quicker than I would go through my Rimmel one. I think it's because it is finely milled. I've had it probably about 4 or 5 weeks and I've already hit pan. This is very, very expensive, just like all Charlotte Tilbury products are to buy. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use it up, and then I probably won't order this again, and maybe I'll treat myself to another one of her palettes or a lipstick. But yeah, I mean, I am glad that I got it. I mean, you can see it is really, really finely milled, but I don't notice any difference in me using it. I bought it for my under eye here, because sometimes, like when I put concealer on and I use a heavy powder, it can look cakey. I think it's more to do with the fact that I have got wrinkles there now. If you know of a good powder that isn't so expensive, please let me know in the comments down below. I would so much appreciate that. But yeah, it's gorgeous packaging, as I've said in my Charlotte Tilbury collection, but this one I think I will pass on next time. Then what did I do? Bronzer. So if you've been watching my videos recently, I have been using the Chanel Titan Soleil bronzer, but this one I really loved when I first bought it. I've had it quite a while, and it's the Ciate Olivia Palermo bronzer, and it's in the shade Bluff Point. So yeah, that Ciate and Olivia Palermo collaborated to make this. Love the packaging. It is so sleek, and then it's half bronzer, half blusher, looks like that, and it really is a great combination. So I've wore this today, really starting to like it. So that's the bronzer, that's the blush, and it's not too muddy for me. If I go on with a light hand, it looks quite dark, doesn't it? If I go on with a light hand, it works really well. It's got a really nice mirror as well, so you can take this on the go. So yeah, really, if you can get your hands on it, I would recommend that. I got this from TK Maxx, but I haven't seen it since I bought it. I bought it well over 1.5 years ago. You get 10 grams of product, so it will last me a long time, probably a lifetime. But yeah, really like it. I don't know if they're still doing it on the ciatelondon.com. That's their website, so you could go and check it out there. I might check it out, and if they do it, I will let you know how much it is. But yeah, that's that one. So I use the bronze and blush from there. Then we move on to highlight, which of course is my favourite thing to do, and I recently bought this on Facebook, and it's the Colourpop Stylisher in Super Shock Cheek. So that's the highlight. Guys, this is stunning. It's right on my street with it being a pale highlight. This was the first time I had it on today. The previous person, it was too light for her, so she wanted to sell it, and they are just so smooth. Now this is the second highlight that I've got from Colourpop, and I would certainly like more in the future. I don't know if it's even going to pick up. Is that? Yeah, you can just about see it. I would like more in the future of the lighter ones, that is. But yeah, I love the fact that I've got this in my collection. What else? This is almost like a favourites video, isn't it? It's not a favourites video. I've done my favourites for April, but probably these products will go in May's favourites as well, so it is kind of like a mini favourites. This one is something that I've been using ever since I bought it, and it's the Soft Ochre Pro Longwear Paint Pot. It helps my eyeshadow stay on all day long, and it looks like I've hardly touched it, but I wear it constantly every day. When I wear makeup, I'm reaching for this. And if somebody asked me what is a good primer or a good base to use before you put your eyeshadows on, I would definitely recommend this. Then we have our eyeshadows. Now I've used a combination of 2 eyeshadow palettes, just because one of the eyeshadow palettes that I've been using or trying to kind of test is the Too Faced Love palette, and it doesn't have a base colour that I choose to use to set my base once I've used the MAC paint pot. So I use this, and this is the Christmas in New York Merry Macaroons Vanilla Scented palette, which I absolutely adore. Now I know there's been some people have said that the eyeshadows in here aren't as pigmented, but I disagree on that. I've done a video on that, so I'm not going to go too much into that. I absolutely love pretty much all the shadows in this palette, but as you can see, I use this one here for my base, and that's coconut. So I put my MAC paint pot on, and then I used coconut, and then what I did after that, I used tiramisu here, which is a nice transition shade. So then what I did is I then used this palette here, and this is a new palette that I've wanted for such a long time, and I finally managed to get my hands on it from TK Maxx. They're still selling it on the Debenhams website, I think for £39. In my local TK Maxx it was only £15. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. So we'll just jump into the shadows that I used. I am yet to do some eye looks with this palette. I have used kind of most of the shadows so far. I'll let you know what I've used today, and I'll be doing an overall kind of review on the palette itself in a separate video. But this colour here, what colour is that? Romance. So this is the matte brown, and this is the only matte in the actual palette, and it's too dark to use as a transition shade or as a crease colour. I have tried that before when I first got the palette, and it just looked muddy against the rest of the eyeshadows. So I just pretty much put that in the outer corner here and on the lash line. So that's what that one looks like. And then I thought, because I didn't think this green would suit me, I thought I'd try that today, and that's in the shade Darling. Now I'm really impressed with it. I didn't think it would suit me, but yeah, I really do like it. So that's the only 2 shades that I've used out of this palette. So far this palette I am absolutely loving. I love Too Faced eyeshadows anyway, but yeah, look out for the overall review on it. So that's that, and then there is only a couple more products, no, 3 more products I used. So then the lipstick that I used was this gorgeous Elizabeth Arden one. I saw this in TJ Hughes, and I just thought it was gorgeous even before I knew what colour it was. So the colour that it is Rose Aurora. It's this colour here, and it just looks like a nice pretty rose gold colour in the buller, and obviously the lipstick is a really nice everyday nude colour, and it is just gorgeous. Now this is probably really expensive in Boots and Debenhams, but I think I paid about £4 for it from TJ Hughes, which is definitely worth it. How much? You get 3.5 grams worth of product. In every video I lose my speech almost, but you get 3.5 grams of product, which is quite good, and obviously the packaging is so nice. If you have a TJ Hughes near you, I would definitely recommend you go and check these out if you do like this kind of colour, that is. The next thing is something that I'm coming to an end, but I have got backups, which I'm so glad about. But look how much I've used of it. This is a holy grail eyeliner for me. So it just looks like that, and it's the Avon Super Shock Gel Eyeliner. I use this daily. An eyeliner came with the Too Faced Love Palette, and I've not even tried that yet, because I want to use this, and then I'll obviously try the eyeliner from the palette, and that's why I'm not giving a review on the palette just yet, even though I've used most of the shadows. And then there was a mascara. Oh, it's this one. So I've made, you know, I've kind of been saying, you know, I have found my holy grail mascaras, with them being the Kiko waterproof sculpt and also the false lashes concentrate, and they are absolutely brilliant. But I found another one from Kiko as well. I think what I'm going to do is just buy Kiko mascaras from now on, because I've actually found that they're the best mascaras for me, and they're kind of like holy grails, and they're not that expensive. When I bought backups of both the Kiko waterproof sculpt and obviously the false lashes, but I actually saw this and I did want to buy a different one at the time, but I picked this one up instead, and I'm glad I did. This one is called Kiko Milano Unmeasurable Length Mascara, so it just looks like that. It's in beautiful silver packaging, and it's black. You get 11 mils, so you get a lot of product, and it was only something like £3 or £4 because they were on sale at the time. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you wait for the sales. Kiko do sales constantly, it would seem. But yeah, I just wanted to show you what makeup I had on today and what look I created. I've not actually done anything with the brows, just because I recently went to Benefit and had them taken care of.